Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's time for the Combat Report, episode 3. Let's get it poppin'. You know who it is. It's the MCE Amazing, accompanied by No Sleep Adachi, Crunch Time, and Antique Legend. Let's go.
Yes,
what's,
sir.
what's going
What's up?
on?
Nothing much, man. We've got a lot of info and a lot of topics to talk about to cover.
Yes,
So,
we
I'm ready.
do.
A lot of stuff has popped off over the week, not to say the least. Honestly,
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the last 48 hours.
Especially
Yeah.
the last 48 hours, huh? Before we launch into that, let's go ahead and talk about Rivals Week 5. Rivals Week 5
Yeah.
now. If I remember correctly, our boy Anti-Karma was put into losers, and then he fought his way back, get some tough opposition. King Kudere and Antagonist, but he made it. I think Antagonist was playing Charlotta for most of the time, and King Kudere was playing Beelzebub, and like Anti-Karma, he came out there with Matera, and we found out Matera wasn't quite getting him there. He switched back to Beelzebub, and all hell broke loose. So,
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yep, had to go back to his true love.
yeah, it came. Yeah, exactly. Went back to his true love, yo.
and if you guys missed that match live, I feel sorry for you, but you can always catch the next set Saturday.
That's right.
Highly recommend being there. There's nothing like it.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
so hype. It's so great.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be hype this Saturday. So, y'all tune in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, King Kudere and Antagonist came out of nowhere. Those two guys, new players to the Rivals League, they just really showed out and really pushed Anti-Karma to the limit, I felt like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was definitely definitely not easy. They definitely didn't make it easy for him. Like, it was
Yeah.
very interesting to watch. Definitely seeing kind of a differing, because he was one of the only Beelzebubs, like consistently playing Beelzebubs that I'd seen in the Rivals FGC League, and it was kind of interesting seeing somebody else play Beelzebub and their play style with Beelzebub. It was just like, wow, okay. So now we got somebody else to kind of compare and contrast with in terms of their play style. So that was really awesome. I like that a lot, actually.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah, and shout out to our boy Mark with the upset in the first round against Zed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that first match was insane.
Yeah, with Charlotta. It was a lot of
Yeah.
upsets in the first round. It was really good action. A lot of guys that normally are in top 8 had to fight their way back in the
Mhm.
bracket. It was a really competitive first round, so I was glad to see that.
Yeah, there was actually
Right, exactly.
a lot
Very
of
much
Charlotta.
so.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
good to see that. A lot of Charlottes, like the 4 or 5. I felt like.
Yeah, it was like
Mhm.
at least it was like at least 3. I think it was as far as I saw, it was of course the Antagonist, SQ1 Queen, and of course Cat Thrower.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, those are the ones that come to mind immediately. I was like, yo, Charlotta's getting some really nice attention right now. Like it was really nice.
Yeah, everybody's realizing her wake up DP is incredible.
Yeah, that wake up DP, the EX wake up DP, that thing. Yeah, that is that's a
Yeah.
toughie. It was interesting watching Mark throw that out whenever Zed would do his his EX projectile, because then it's like, okay, I'm
Right.
going to use the pressure, but then he would use the invincibility frames to just like go right through it. It was every single time almost. It felt like it was like, wow, man. I didn't know Mark.
Yeah,
I didn't know Mark was on point like that with Charlotta. I'm sorry. What were you about to say, man?
I was just saying, no, that was some smart decision making on his part. It seemed like he knows that matchup pretty well
Yeah.
from what he was displayed and what he was telling me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Creative.
agree with that. He definitely knew the matchup with Lancelot.
Hey, we got our boy Octavian in chat reporting for the report.
What's going on, bro?
The money man.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Always good to see you, bro. Good welcome, sir. Welcome.
Sir.
Yeah, man. But let's speaking of online tournaments, let's talk about EVO Online. So, you guys see the lineup for EVO Online?
Yeah, nothing special.
I gotta tell you, I'm not saying the lineup is bad. I'm just saying like the lineup is bad. I like Skullgirls. I do. I like Skullgirls.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was there. That is probably the only good one, honestly.
Yeah. Damn.
Tell me how you really feel, Brian.
Oof. I'll be blacklisted by EVO, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
He's like, you really.
So like, the way that I can describe it is, I'm sure most of you have seen the movie Old Yeller. You know where little Timmy, I think his name's like, what's it called? No, mom, he's my dog. I'll take care of him. Yeah, that's essentially what EVO is doing to themselves with that lineup. I understand they're trying to go for games with great netcode, but remember we talked about that. What was it? Was that a netcode program we were talking about? That's on
GGPO.
GGPO.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, them's fighting herds is awesome. Nah, I'm good, man. No, thank you.
Oh, fight sessions in chat.
Oh yeah,
Hey, what's up? What's good? Welcome.
But honestly, after someone clipped a very horrible video from a Killer Instinct online match where it was a Spinal versus a Idol matchup. And, I never knew that Idol could literally just spam what I think might be his fireball forward or whatever, and pretty much trap Spinal into the corner nonstop. So things are looking very bleak if that's one of the first few things that I see from a Killer Instinct post in forever. So
Yeah, that it looked pretty bad, but hopefully if that guy does enter, hopefully some of the pros can just wipe the floor with him if that's his only strategy in that game. He'll definitely get taken out by some pros, but as far as other casual players that sign up, that's gonna be hard to go against.
Real quick, I want to recognize the fact that like our people's in chat right now. Of course, we got Octavian, we got Fight Sessions in chat, and we also got our boys, the Collisions FGC in chat as well, saying,
"Oh, is it John?"
And then
nice.
Them fighting herds is awesome. Apparently,
is that John, the representative for them fighting herds? Oh, y'all didn't know? John was repping them fighting herds before it was even in production, I believe. That's one of the first things John told me. I love them fighting herds. That was one of the first things John told me. Well, I expect him to take it all. I expect him to be the Sonic Fox of them fighting herds.
He says Kix doesn't care about that game.
All I can really say is I will gladly give up my purchase of a copy so that others may experience it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm a secret brony.
Got some fighting herd giveaway.
Yeah, My Little Pony fighting game. Whoever thought it would be?
Never said I'm paying for it either.
Oh,
that's funny. And then,
just gonna, the one that they have left on the shelf because someone didn't pick up their pre-order. It's gonna be like that for me.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, because like the lineup is basically Skullgirls, them fighting herds, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, and KI. And that Mortal Kombat community, after they raised hell in February and they announced it wasn't a main game, they better pack this out. I don't want to hear any excuses. Your game is a main game now after what happened with it being online. You have no excuse. If them fighting herds gets more participants than Mortal Kombat, that game should be banned for the existence of EVO. Because everybody was trashing EVO.
Oh,
me and Chris were talking about that. They were trashing EVO in February when it was not
they were.
The main game.
And see, the thing of it is, the most hyped game is probably going to be KI. I'm looking forward to seeing some Skullgirls. The only hype thing about MK11 is going to be top 8. Yeah. And then I don't even know anything about fighting herds, so I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on it. So
wait, are those?
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Those are the only games that have.
Those are only 4 games that are on the main stage. Every other game is an exhibition that was previously a main game.
So choose carefully.
Only 4 games have open brackets, Evan. Only
choose
4
carefully.
Games.
Choose carefully.
Yeah, that's right.
These are your choices.
And guess what? Sonic Fox has a chance to win at least 3 of them.
Yep. He taking over the whole EVO online. Already calling it.
Thanks for coming to my exhibition.
It's basically a Sonic Fox show. That's all it is.
Well,
that's all it is.
Because I don't know if y'all know, but he's godlike in Skullgirls also. So
yep.
So he's gonna just basically tune into his stream.
This is gonna be the quickest. This is gonna be the quickest 3 to 4 tournaments he wins. The quickest.
Yeah. Well, all I can really say about that is with Eunice being off the main stage, I will not be watching EVO this year.
Oh man!
So I'm gonna go.
Man down.
So I'm gonna pour out this bottle of whiskey outside for Eunice tonight. And have a moment of silence.
Hey, we need to pour out some liquor for Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Smash Bros.
I'll do one for Tekken. I'll do it for Grand Blue.
Dragon Ball Fighters,
I'll do it for
Calibur,
Dragon Ball.
and Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, I'll do it for those.
Marvel 2.
There's only going to be only 2 people winning EVO this year: Sonic Fox and Debonair Dandy, aka John. Congrats, John. You'll be on the main stage with Sonic Fox this year.
He's got my support.
I'm gonna remember when I used to get you. Can I get an autograph before you win, so I can say I knew you before you got big time, John?
Yeah, I know, right?
Kicks, can you ask him for me, please, Kicks? I just want to, I want to make sure that I get in line before he wins EVO.
I got a question though. Like, I feel like
damn.
I don't know. I never thought. I mean, the netcode on Grand Blue isn't good enough. I don't know. I thought Grand Blue's netcode was pretty decent.
I thought it was good enough, to be honest, Evan. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
People just assumed that it wasn't good enough because I've had really good games online with Grand Blue.
Yeah,
same here.
I've never really had any connection issues, so I think it was just assumed that Grand Blue's netcode was not going to be good enough.
Yeah, because even like I mean, I've played with people like the very first day that I got the game. I played against somebody in Japan, and
wow,
yeah, and the netcode wasn't. I mean, it was a little laggy, but I mean, we're like half a world apart. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it wasn't going to be perfect. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I mean, in my experience, I can't speak for everybody because all I can do is speak from my own experience. But from my own experience, I feel like the netcode was okay to me. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I felt like they
need to get enough time to be played to know if the netcode is good or not. It's just assumed since Street Fighter, Tekken, and other games don't have good netcode that Grand Blue would not have good netcode.
I'll be fair, they're right on that Street Fighter one. That netcode's the most trash thing I've ever seen. And I've seen LTG play.
Hey.
What's he gonna do? Say something mean about me online?
Yeah, this guy, man. No.
Oh man. But yeah, Street Fighter 5 is probably out of the main games. The previous main games probably has the worst netcode. I don't know if they even thought about speaking to the companies. Like, did you even sit down with some of these companies and was like, look, we want to have your games for the main stage. Why don't you listen to your fans and your, that play your games and fix your netcode? Like, that would have been a perfect opportunity. Look, we need to save this, the biggest tournament, that we have. We need to try to save it. Hey, let's take this opportunity to fix our netcode so we can try to do something online. But it seems like either they didn't talk to each other or they said no because they didn't want to get embarrassed or do the work. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I was in charge of any game, I would have been like, hey, let's fix the netcode. Let's talk to that GGPO guy or something to figure it out. But we'll never know, what was being said behind closed doors. So I guess EVO was like, oh, well, let's just pick these other games that have a slightly better netcode. Got to have something. So that's just my take on it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Chris. I think that they should have at least talked to the producers of games and seen how they could make the netcode better instead of just listening to the hardcore FGC and get niche games. Because you got to remember, EVO is a game that a lot of casuals watch. So when they see them fighting hers, they're gonna be like, "Is this legal?"
Ooh.
It's called
Oh man.
Bunch of little My Little Ponies doing DPs.
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Uh-oh. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm just being honest with you, you know? I'm just really being honest with you. That game on the main stage, me and Evan talked about this. I don't know how many viewers that's going to get casually.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I'm like, really? Them fight hurts. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a game until like a couple months ago.
All the reason I do is because of John. I really didn't know until he showed me. I said, is this legal for you to be showing me?
Oh, we hating on the game because it's ponies? I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying
Hey.
I've never even heard of it until I've never even heard of it until a while ago, and I was just like, wow, they actually made a game like that. And
I can only imagine what the executive producers when they saw they were at EVO. They were like, we just want to be in a few households. We came up.
I'm like, wow, I didn't even know they made a game like that. That's interesting. And then it's like, oh, it's gonna be on the main stage at EVO Online. I'm like, what does the player base for that look like though? You know what I mean? Like, how many people
I'm worried.
play
I
that
am
game?
very worried.
What I don't get is why couldn't we get my game Brawlhalla? That's
I'm
a
with
fun
you on
game.
that. I'm with you on that.
Brawlhalla, Rivals
That's
of
weird.
Ether, bro. Why couldn't we get those games? Like I
Might
played
as
those
well.
games. Those are fun. Like
Brawlhalla's a good game.
I mean, we can't get Smash, but we could have got one of those two.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sure they would have been okay.
Once
Sure they would have been
Smash people
okay.
actually realize late June when it's not in the EVO lineup, I'm going to look over that hill and see that army.
Oh, you know, they're still in denial. They're still in denial.
Yeah, they're still in.
Wait, what army?
Yeah, that army. You know the army?
What, the Smash army?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's assuming they can all agree on going up against this. Which, let's be real, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, they're probably just going to attack Hungry Bots. They can agree on that.
Ooh,
They need to leave that man alone. You
Yeah.
see, so you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch that one this time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man,
Yeah.
It's like, man, forget it.
I just hope so. I just hope that EVO does pull it off somehow, because all these exhibitions, I'm just worried about who are they going to pick and what are the qualifications to have exhibitions.
See what I don't get is if you're not doing the exhibitions in person, that means you're doing it online. So why not do the tournament online with the main original games? Like Evan was saying, you might as well make all the games exhibitions. Like I don't get why you're like, oh well, we can still do these games online, but it's going to be an exhibition. But these games over here, that's going to be the tournament. Like it literally makes no sense.
No,
They're all
because
gonna be
just because
playing
they're a
online.
top player does not mean that their internet's going to be the most, crisp. That's what they're basically saying by having exhibitions, that certain people's internet that are good players, we know they have good internet. No, not certainly.
Yeah.
Yes, anything could happen.
Exactly. And another thing about doing EVO Online is you have to take into consideration of weather.
Oh,
And I don't think a lot of people have taken into consideration for that. So how do you sit there and predict weather around the world? Because this is literally around the world.
Good point.
Right.
So everybody who sits there and says netcode this is great and all that, there's no such thing as perfect netcode when you consider all the factors that go into having an online tournament the size of EVO.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
yeah, that's a major hill to climb, because expecting the MK11 people and NRS community to sit there and think this is going to be a great tournament, when have we ever seen them agree about anything being great?
Mhm.
I'll wait.
I mean, the game getting back in, probably about the only thing.
Yeah, and then they'll sit there and complain about something.
Yeah, I was shaking my head. I was like, oh man, Mortal Kombat 11 again? Oh,
Yeah.
Man, let this be the last time. I'm sorry. Let this be the last time. Because I mean, the only reason, okay, yeah, I give them that. They put my girl in the game, Shiva. I don't care what anybody says. Now I can really play the game. I will give it that one chance because of the character that they put in the game. But after that, it's over. It's done. It's done. I'm ready for Injustice 3 or whatever game that they're working on. So yeah,
They might as well just go to grand finals and just go ahead and get Sonic 5 versus Ninja Killer. I mean, what else are we going to do?
just do top 8. Just do
Just
top 8.
Top
Go
8.
straight to top 8.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, good job. I'm glad you came.
Yeah,
Snickers bar. And we're just gonna go ahead and jump on the topic.
Stiff ragdoll tournament. Just left, right, back, left, forward, left.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's it.
Still using the most stiffest control scheme of all games. Still using that stiff stuff, man. Ugh. Don't get it.
Well, one thing I can say is overall we can only hope that EVO succeeds, because who the hell wants to see the captain go down? Then we have no one to drive the ship. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
there's always
true.
co-captain CEO, and then I believe there was that other, I think the Philly-based tournament. Was it Philly-based? I don't know. That Tempest mentioned a while back. Some of the ones I've been around for a while. We just gotta hope that it succeeds, it pulls off well, so that hopefully, next year we can actually get a lineup. So, there we go.
Yeah.
Poor Eunice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be crying myself to sleep tonight about that one.
No.
And
Why?
they said your game net code is trash.
Yeah, they definitely find a lot of people.
Trash.
Yeah. Rod ain't never coming back to EVO.
Yeah.
You said
I mean, granted,
never coming back to EVO.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Great reveals on characters for Tekken 7? Oh, man, I can only imagine what that man's thinking right now. You let them fight hers over Tekken 7?
Harada's gonna be playing online under the alias of netcode could be better.
Yeah, like he knows. Yeah, man, he knows what the net code on Tekken is like. He knows what it's like.
Gotta admit, Harada's one of the coolest devs around, or part of the team or whatever, because he's actively gone to EVO multiple times, participated in bracket.
Yep.
So I feel like out of every other one, like be it Street Fighter, whatever team, honestly, I feel like he's the most connected with his player base.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
For that reason.
Definitely. Yeah.
So.
But and the elephant in the room of this whole situation, Marvel True 20th anniversary. I want to know what they had to reveal, because they can't play it. I guess they're going to decide not to, or I guess they are going to do some type of exhibition. But I wanted to know, were we getting Marvel 4, or are we getting a Marvel 2 like remake, re-release, something? I need to know that information. I need to know, because that was like the biggest thing for EVO this year, was that whatever surprise that they had for Marvel, because Capcom is notorious for doing something on their anniversaries.
Right.
They were going to announce something big around some type of Marvel versus Capcom game. So I'm hoping that's still on schedule at least. Show me a trailer, announce something, because that's probably the main thing I'm looking forward to is an announcement about that. Everything else is just whatever now.
I can agree with that, because I also love Marvel. It's one of the few fighting games I can actually get down on, much like Eunice, Grand Blue here and there, and a few other ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just hope that they leave Infinity Stones out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't talk about that game,
because it's pretty messed up that they had this whole roadmap and then they literally stop it after the first set of content's released.
Oh wow, really?
Oh, because the game got destroyed.
Yep, that's like literally. I've never seen a game sink that quick. Like it literally hit the iceberg and just went straight to the bottom. No water fill up, nothing. It just said, "I give up."
It was the Titanic, but only about 15 minutes in.
You're right about 15 minutes.
15 minutes in, it was done. Yeah.
So.
Yep. And then Dragon Ball Fighters came to put it to rest.
Yeah. They saved the day. They saved the day when they released that game.
Yeah, because Infinite, oh my God, the memes that were out there and the trolling for that game, I've never seen nothing like that since.
Yeah.
I would love to know what kind of meetings they had in corporate for that game.
Yeah.
Now, what meetings? I'm pretty sure they were all fired.
No, it was one-sided. Capcom was in that meeting room with Disney and Fox, and Disney was like, "Yeah, this is how you're going to make the game. These movies coming out, and this is how it's going to go." But the FGCs, they're really not going to I don't give a damn. These multi-million-dollar movies are coming out, and we need the game to reflect the movies. That's exactly how that meeting went. And Capcom was like, "Oh, here's another dead Capcom game." in history.
Yep.
That's exactly how that meeting
You're
went.
right. You're right. Disney came up there and said, "This is how it's gonna go."
Yeah.
Mickey
They
Mouse
draw the
came
plans
in.
in the sand like a
Yep.
football play.
Disney was
God.
like, "Hey, who's paying for the game?" Oh, Capcom was like,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
are, you are."
Yep. They put the duffel bags on the table, on that
Right.
mahogany table. They put the duffel bags on the table and said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all want to have a good Christmas? Y'all want to have a
Mm-hmm.
yeah."
This is
So
gonna
shout
all
out
go
to
away.
Ryan. Yep.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
exactly how that conversation went.
Sir. Yep. They were like, "Yeah, that's what I want to hear." That's
What?
exactly.
Oh man. And of course,
We're
of
not putting
course,
Wolverine in this. We're definitely not
Yeah.
putting Wolverine in this.
and
Yes,
of
sir.
course, and of
Yep.
course, Capcom took all the heat. They took all the heat,
Yeah.
knowing damn well they like, damn, this is damn Disney's fault.
But one thing I can say is that
Disney is-
despite all that, at least
Uh.
Devil May Cry and Monster Hunter kept them afloat, and then Resident Evil 2, and now 3.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh man,
yeah.
they saved the day. That
Dude.
saved the day. Yep.
Believe
Yep.
it or not, they may not realize it, the Capcom fans, but Monster Hunter is their number one selling game right now.
Yep.
It
Yep.
probably still holds the record. Like you can
Oh,
forget,
hell yeah.
the fighting games and any other games that they put out. Monster Hunter killed it for Capcom.
I mean, what's there not to love about a game that literally has released hours upon hours of free DLC, and then
Yeah.
does a title update on that said game, releasing literally a whole new expansion of it that gives more biomes, more monsters, and more free DLC along with it. Granted, you had to pay for Iceborne, but everything after that you pay for that they release, whether it be the siege events, the collaborations, etc., all that's free. They don't make you pay a damn dime for that, and that's why they do so well with it.
Mhm.
And it's a great game.
Yeah, it
So.
is.
Damn, they should have did that with Street Fighter V.
That boat's been gone. That
That
boat's
team.
been gone.
I know it's a different team making the game,
Oof.
different team,
Yeah.
but
Well,
damn.
they
Yeah.
should maybe give that project over to a different team, because the current team that's working on it obviously doesn't give a damn about it.
Oh yeah, no, Street Fighter V is done. Like it's finished.
Rest.
As far as like content and all that, like I'm ready for Street Fighter 6. I'm sorry, I'm ready for Street Fighter 6 or
I mean,
some type
you're-
of
I don't know
re-release.
how it is.
I mean,
Ooh, yeah, we do got time. Yeah. Street Fighter 5 has been extended.
Yeah.
Enjoy some more Street Fighter 5.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna be Street Fighter
I
5. It's
think
gonna be,
Ono doesn't care.
it's gonna be Street Fighter 5 Ultra Arcade Edition HD Plus. So look forward to it.
Yeah, look forward to
Oh
that.
yeah. Once a PS5 drop, yep, we gonna get that remaster for Street Fighter 5.
Hell yeah!
Fighter Fighter remaster.
HDR.
Featuring
Yeah.
on the
More Chun-Li costumes.
All
Featuring
content
on
is
the box.
free.
And I quote, it's going to say all the things you loved about 5, including the same good online play.
Boy, I don't want them to disrespect PS5 like that. Do not disrespect PS5 like that.
And then you
Don't
have
do
Ono
it.
come on that stage with Blanca and start doing the Ryu uppercut.
Ooh.
You already know.
Ooh.
Bro.
You already know.
If I sit down and watch EVO and I don't get a Marvel vs. Capcom some type of announcement, I'm gonna be hot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be hot. So, yeah.
Well, get ready, Chris.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing too.
Get
I'm gonna
ready.
be hot.
They're going to
Prepare
take us
yourself.
for a ride.
Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
shut Twitter. I'm gonna
Once
shut
again.
Twitter down. You think LTG's bad? Oh, trust me. Don't make that announcement. Don't make that announcement. I'm gonna shut Twitter down.
Ooh,
Prepare
well, I look
yourself,
forward to
Chris.
that.
Yeah.
let me calm down.
So,
Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, you better prepare yourself.
so I think we pretty much covered that pretty well. We all mutually agree that we hope that it does proceed well, so that we
Mhm.
can obviously have more years of EVO to come.
Yeah.
But
Do
I
we
mean,
have any? Oh, go ahead.
not much else we can do at this point. Just see what
Yeah.
happens. Only thing I'm looking forward to is Mighty Keep's next video, which I bet is gonna be EVO Online games announced. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another bright side to this, and I look forward to it.
Did we have any questions regarding this topic?
Yes.
Any
do we have
questions
any other
pop up for it?
questions?
Yeah. Anybody in the chat have any questions? Oh yeah, and one other thing. One thing I didn't like was Mr. Wizard putting out, if EVO Online goes well, or you guys like this, continuing this, EVO needs to be an in-person event. You know, this is because of a special situation, I thought that was a little bit premature.
Yeah, yeah.
Out there right away, like literally a day after he announced EVO Online games, he already put out like, "Oh, we might do this in the future." I just don't think EVO needs to have two brackets, one in person and one online.
Yeah.
You know, the format that they have right now is perfect. We don't need to just automatically make games online.
Right.
Especially on EVO's level.
Well,
yeah. So
I think we're ready for the next subject.
yeah, like I mean, since we're talking about Street Fighter V and Capcom's deal. Let's talk about the Capcom Pro Tour.
Your boy Ono back at it again for the summertime.
Boy.
I forgot.
Yeah. So yeah,
well,
go ahead, Chris.
Well, let's take a look here. Let's see here. North America East 1 online. Asia Southeast 1 online. South America 1 Block D online. Let's see. Asia East 1 Block H online. So pretty much everywhere that had some type of Pro Tour tournament is now online. So yeah, and this goes from June, July, August, September, October, and November. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting Capcom Pro Tour. So I'm going to tell everybody this. If you got some bullshit internet or a bullshit router, it's time to upgrade. Sorry, got to tell your grandparents, your aunt, uncle, your cousin, your brother, your neighbor, hey, you need to upgrade the internet because I'm on this Capcom Pro Tour online. So, and I need the Ethernet cable. Yep, get the Ethernet cable back because yeah, it's not going to be looking too good if you're on that McDonald's internet. So that's all I got to say.
Oh man,
that's all I got to say.
Oh man,
it's going to be some upsets all over the world. Upsets. Boy, them online warriors are coming for you now.
I don't know, man.
For you.
I think those with shitty internet. Hell, guys, now's your time. I mean, get all those YGPs, all those bullshit connects. Get that buffering going on screen where it says waiting for connection, and then find out you dropped the round. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that. It's definitely a lot of that. They're gonna have a community vote for one player. I think it's 18 players are gonna get qualified, and one player is gonna be community vote. I can't wait for that community vote.
Oh man, leave it in the community's hands.
Yeah, one player community vote. I cannot wait for that. And also your boy Idon, which we might as well just go ahead and put him in grand finals.
Yep.
See, I still have faith in Papa Daigo.
Still have faith in Papa Daigo.
I think he still has one win in him left. I still think he can take one more EVO.
Yeah, he
I firmly believe it.
Yeah, he was. He
needs to give me one more. He needs to give me one more victory. Actually, two more. I need him to win Capcom Cup and EVO. Oh, not EVO now. Never mind. But Capcom Cup, yeah. I need him to win that.
Oh man, I believe he still has one more EVO left in him. When that's gonna be, who knows? But I think he still has one more.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to wait till they get back to normal because that's not gonna work. So.
No, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go with Capcom being, and then they're automatically saying they're gonna have the Capcom Cup finals in first quarter of 2021. How do we know that we're able to travel again? Because they say it's going to be not in Paris, it's going to be in the United States. So we're going to be able to travel by quarter one of 2021. The world's just going to be back to normal, and we're just going to automatically be able to travel. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Because right now, that world travel is not allowed, and I don't know in the next year if that's going to be all cleared up to where they can have Asian, South American, European players traveling to America.
Right. Yeah, that's way premature. Like either they know something that we don't, which I doubt it. That's way premature to say something like that. So.
Yeah. So I don't know why they put that out there because it looks really bad. I just think I had told Chris I think the shareholders told me to have to do something. Because they're not going to be putting out a whole year and just sitting out. And I think the shareholders said do something, and then they said, okay, here, 18 events online. And yeah, we're gonna do quarter one. Yeah, in America. They just said USA. They didn't even give a city. That was the funniest thing about it. They just said USA. That's when I knew somebody just put something together.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, USA. What city is that? What state is that in? You know, they have no kind of data or anything. They said quarter one of 2021 USA. I was like, nope. Somebody at the top told them put something out there.
Right.
Yep. Nice. So yeah, I just don't know how that's all gonna work out. That's gonna be funny though, because you don't see Tekken doing that right now.
Nah.
You know,
no one's doing that right now.
No, they're the only ones that put something out. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, you might as well get it ready, Chris. Be mad because I don't think Street Fighter 6 is on their plate. I think it's more the fantastic Street Fighter 5, and we're gonna have Capcom Cup 20 and 2020 and 2021, and we're gonna keep it riding.
Oh, great.
Hey, yeah, I know it's gonna be a while for Street Fighter 6, but if I don't get that announcement, you already know what's gonna happen.
I'm letting you know right now. If you trust Ono, you have not seen his record, sir.
It ain't nothing to do with trust. It's about execution. Execution and announcement.
It's even worse. If you're worried about execution with Ono, you didn't see what happened last year? You see that?
Hey, he gonna get kicked again. He gonna get kicked again.
Yeah, Ono. I know it's a very small percentage you watching this, but you got a guy named Chris, aka Antique Legend, who's coming for you.
Yep.
You have been warned.
Mm-hmm.
You have been warned.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Get a good picture of him, because I think he has a message for you. COVID or no COVID?
No. Go that route now. No. It ain't that serious.
Rain, Peter, snow, COVID, and
hey,
will be there.
all the people who think it's not real, hey, I need you to get on the flight to Japan. Go and pick up something for me first. Then stop off and talk to Ono, and then get back with me. So.
This guy.
But.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
But how does everybody feel about that? The community and all that. How does everybody feel about it?
Yeah.
Like most communities, I feel disgust.
Dang, man.
Look, man, I have a very cynical outlook on most communities, to be real.
I mean, I think that everybody's got to realize that it's not just with gaming, but anything, that this year is just a weird year, and that's got to take a year.
We got questions, man. We need to answer the questions in the chat. Got a bunch of questions.
Yes, Fight Session says, are any of us going to enter EVO online?
I was thinking about, if it depends on what they're like. I was thinking about either Skullgirls, and that's about it. Maybe I mean, I could do whatchamacallit, the one on Xbox. No.
Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct?
If they do, I don't know. Are they doing that on the Xbox? I mean, I would think so.
It's probably gonna. If I recall, it's play anywhere.
Crossplay.
Yeah,
it's crossplay.
Yeah, it's play.
Oh wow, okay. So yeah, I might do KI, maybe. I mean, I have to start playing that game and figuring out how to play it. But definitely, I'm really strongly thinking about Skullgirls. So what about you guys?
Definitely Killer Instinct. I would say.
Yeah, that's the one game I would say that I did because of Venom Buster trying to get into it about 6 months ago. Now I'm severely regretting that.
Ooh, I want to see that. I want to see it.
Yeah, because that guy was really pushing it. Yeah. So yeah, that's
support. Yeah.
Nobody.
Them
fighting hers, Brian?
Yeah. What about you, Brian?
Them fighting her?
I'm gonna probably jump in on that Killer Instinct once I learn how to, do Idol's corner lock. Take the practice.
Oh yeah.
Do that.
Oh man.
Honestly, I have zero interest. Honestly, there's no point. There's no game worth playing on that list, to be real. I'll be watching probably grand finals of Skullgirls, and that's probably it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching grand finals.
Maybe MK. MK's not too bad.
Oh, the 2 games that Sonic Fox got locked. I definitely want to see the Sonic Fox
3 games. That boy at least winning 3 games.
Yeah, they're fighting her.
I mean, you
Oh,
never
yeah.
know, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the purple Sharpie, she's pretty like into.
Yeah, she's
Skullgirls.
good at his Skullgirls.
Like,
She's really good. Yeah. I can't wait to see her play. I'll be honest.
Like she be
She
pushing
really
Skullgirls.
that game.
Like,
I'm happy for her because she really has pushed that game for a long time.
yeah, she really pushes the hell out of Skullgirls. Yeah.
Yep.
Purple Sharpie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's great to see a woman finally win EVO.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, yeah.
Although if she's watching, I hit her up about playing some Skullgirls, didn't get back with me. So if y'all know her, yeah, definitely tag her in this. Purple Sharpie, Antique Legend. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm calling people out.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's all right. Let me. I can't wait to see you in bracket. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yep.
All right. EVO
Damn.
call for exhibitions. I think he's available.
It's like, see, already we're making new storylines.
Yeah, I think Chris is gonna be called by EVO for exhibitions.
You know,
Hey.
What's up?
Oh no, go ahead.
So you know, I just had an idea. I think I can get Uniston. I just had to buy Mr. Wizard a McRib.
Oh, wow.
You can do it, guys.
That's all it takes.
Oh man, that's
You
how
can do it.
Oh, you're good
I'll buy
now.
5
Okay.
for Street Fighter 5.
Oh man,
There's still
I'll
hope.
buy them 5
there's
of them.
still hope, Brian.
Still
Okay,
hope,
you
huh?
gave.
Still hope. I believe.
Oh,
I'll buy him all the McRibs he wants to get the main cast
Grand
back
Blue.
on.
Hey, Evan, you want to split? We get
Grand-
these
Yep.
for Grand Blue. We can go down to McDonald's, get that
Wow.
family meal, and we can get Grand Blue in.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, we have to do this.
Just for
No
the
doubt.
rib, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
man.
Split this 20,
Hey,
a crispy $20 bill, and we'd be good to go.
Dang, man.
Mm.
Is it really that simple?
man.
I think so, man. Only time will
Well,
tell.
he got that secret intel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's still hope out here. I feel a little bit better now. We
He
might
might
be
go
able
ahead,
to
I'm going straight to McDonald's after this. Yeah, I need you to send these to this guy right here.
Yeah, I need a special shipment.
Yep.
Box and all.
Yep.
FedEx, please. FedEx.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Better vacuum pack that. So speaking of transportation, this was something that Antique Legend was talking about a while ago about like how they said that Uber was downsizing and how it might affect like the traveling arrangements of like people in the FGC. Antique Legend, take it away.
Yeah, it was probably, I want to say maybe a week or so ago. They basically had 3,500. Oh, well, yeah, they had 3,500 people on a video call, and they basically terminated them all. And I know, like, back when we could meet in person and go to tournaments and travel, you know, when you're going to different cities and states, you know, you're staying at hotels, you know, if you don't have anybody to stay with, you're staying at hotels and you're having to use companies like Uber to get back and forth from your hotel to the venue or to go get food or to just, you know, travel, you know, sightsee a little bit in your free time. So it's just kind of like, how is that going to affect them going forward once we do get back into being able to meet in person? If they're downsizing right now, and this is supposed to be like a long-term thing, you know, how is that going to affect, you know, travelers? Because, you know, that's going to be kind of, you know, that was very convenient. Like all those companies that, you know, do that, that's a very convenient service. And so if that is starting to become scarce because of the whole COVID situation, or if these businesses decide, hey, it's not worth it right now, we're not making enough money, and, you know, shareholders or investors pull out and, you know, they cease to exist, then, you know, how are, you know, tournament goers going to be able to travel once they get to their, you know, tournament, you know, wherever it is. So.
Well, I mean, I think like, I think it's kind of messed up that they terminated like a whole bunch of people by Zoom conference though, man. Like that's pretty bad. Like, I mean, like, I mean, that's like, to me, that's like breaking up with somebody by text message almost. It's like, I mean, there's almost no other way for them to do it, but at the same time, I don't know. but doing it by Zoom conference, I mean, I'd be like, oh, like if somebody were to like call me on like Facebook Messenger and I'd be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I got some bad news. I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm going in a different direction. You know, I'm going to be going in a different direction. So I'm sorry. I just can't do this anymore. So, give you about $50 severance from the relationship, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Ooh.
It's like
$50.
Damn.
Oh man.
Ooh.
I'm a little more worried about the $50 and getting terminated. That's how you feel about it?
Right?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. It's it seems kind of messed up, but at the same time, like you said, like I mean, can you really? I can't really blame them for like downsizing because it's like nobody. I mean, nobody's going anywhere. Yeah, nobody's going anywhere. And then I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, number one, nobody's going anywhere, and then even like take it a step further, nobody wants to be in the car with anybody who they think that might be an asymptomatic carrier of what's called COVID-19. I mean, it's not like like back like in the olden days, or even when you're using like a taxi cab, and then they have like their red license and stuff like in the back of the seat. Like what you would have to start doing is have like people's like COVID test sewn into the back of the seat so people know.
Jeez.
It's like it's highly tested.
Included in the cost. While you're back there, sir, I need you to go ahead and do the test. Once the test is deemed positive or negative, then you get your feedback. But I need you to go ahead and knock out that test, sir, before we get rolling.
Only take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's a fair thing to say though, because like you got to protect the people who are driving too. Like it's not. I mean, you're right. Like it's not just about the people who are riding. It's about the drivers too. Like they have their health to consider. They have their health, the health of the people that they run into. I mean, the people that they live with, their families and stuff like that. I mean, it goes both ways. So, I mean, like if you're worried about, I don't know if they're necessarily 100% worried about like the health of everybody on both sides, like as a corporation, but I know there are the people who ride and the people who are driving definitely are. So I can't even be mad, like, cause it's just like there's not as much going on as far as like transportation, people going to and from places, cause I don't know, man. Let's see. Fight Session says, has there been any updates on any of the major offline competitions in 2021? Just to show that things are looking up, or they're just talking about it. It's like Big E, Texas Showdown, any of them you guys know of? I mean, has anybody heard anything about like what 2021 looks like for like the for events like Big E's events like April Annihilation, stuff like that? Like we got like Texas Showdown, NEC 2021. I mean,
Texas Showdown still has on for 2020. Forget 2021.
Oh, was that December, right?
September. CEO.
September, September. Yeah, they're still on schedule for September.
Yep.
So we're back, baby. Everybody come to Texas.
That's right.
Everybody come to Texas.
Hey, Chris. That's right, Chris. Come back.
We all playing our favorite games and all getting Corona together. Hey, buddy.
That's right.
Hey.
Texas. Remember, we do everything bigger here, even Corona.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah. I mean, they're the ones pretty much I only know so far is still on schedule for this year to do an in-person tournament, which is kind of ridiculous right now. But they're holding firm. They're holding firm for some reason.
Yep. In 4 months, it'll be gone.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think most everybody else is just kind of holding off for right now, for the most part that I know of. So they're doing the smart thing.
Yep. Yeah. So I think that's the only one where you say CEO in December, which I can kind of see, but I don't think everything's going to be fully resolved by December. So those only two tournaments I know.
Yeah, Texas Showdown and CEO still holding firm for 2020.
KJ the KJ, we can see what you type.
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I've been able to see from the start.
make sure we getting those questions.
Yeah. Just letting y'all know if like you got questions, you got comments, throw them up in there. This guy's Skullgirls all the way. KI probably will be the most hype though.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt that's going to be the most hype game.
I mean, I like Skullgirls, but KI will probably. The thing about KI is that number one, like some of the reversals in that game that happened like kind of like on a dime sometimes are really like holy smokes. In addition to that, man, the announcer is always like super ridiculous, you know. Combo breaker.
I love that.
Yeah,
I do like that.
He's about one of the most hyped announcers in any game, except for Capcom versus SNK2's announcer.
Oh god.
Yeah,
boy, that announcer, boy, it's gonna be an epic battle.
Yeah,
like, are you ready?
This battle is about to explode.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man.
Like Texas Showdown is showing faith, not bad. Oh, you know,
showing faith.
I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of wish they would just like chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I mean, yeah, like they can have it. They have the date, and that's great. But I mean, in like August, if it's in August, and we're still not
September, sir. Give it one more month, sir. September.
Yeah, if we're in August and we're still not like we're still not reaching a real big good and I mean like a concrete resolution, for like what's going on right now, then I don't know, man. I think it would be time to call it. I don't even know if you should wait that long. I would say maybe July would be a time to be like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to call it here, man. We can't. I don't know if there's a point in like waiting until like August or whatever. Because the thing is, people got to make travel arrangements. It's not like I just like materialize in Houston for freaking Texas Showdown. I gotta go there, and I gotta find a way to travel there. So that means that I gotta either go to I mean, if I'm in state, that means I gotta take a bus, or I gotta rent a car, or I gotta carpool with somebody who's going down there or something. Like you gotta find out, and that's for the people who live in the state. And that's not even necessarily for people who live in the state. It's for people who live in that area. I mean, some people are gonna try to people who are trying to fly in. You can fly from Dallas to Houston. People trying from out of state, fly from like wherever, like Seattle to Houston, to New York to Houston, like wherever else. And it's like you got to make those travel arrangements, and you got to make arrangements to like stay places. You know what I mean? You gotta make travel and like living arrangements in any given spot that you're going. So it's when you get to the point where it's like, all right, we're canceling 1 month before, and it's like, damn, man, now I gotta go and cancel all my stuff. I mean, it'd be better to just go ahead and like, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to go back to EVO 2020 online for a second here. I think this is just my opinion. Maybe we should have just waited till next year. I mean, it's I like the lineup. I think the lineup's okay for the what's called the online for EVO Online. That being said, I think why not wait? Just wait till next year. Just wait till next year. It's people are a lot more. I think people are a lot more understanding than we're given credit for. That it's like okay, EVO isn't happening this year. Okay, fine. We understand. It's not like, they canceled because like somebody forgot to bring in some lights or something like that. Or,
right.
oh man, we forgot the super guns back at the house, so we can't play Super Turbo. No, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like this is a global pandemic. This is a global pandemic. People will understand if you have to cancel. People will understand. It's like, oh, you know what? We can't have EVO this year. Oh, really? Why not? I mean, it's a global pandemic, man. What do you want from me? We have to wait till next year, see how things work out. Just chill and wait and see what happens. Okay? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that, like, one time again, I'm not saying that it's like you shouldn't do EVO Online, but at the same time, most of the games that you would normally play are only going to be exhibitions and stuff like that. I mean, they're not going to be main stage. I mean, are they going to be streaming those? Like, are they going to be streaming those, or?
I hope so.
So it's going to be like this, and it's not even going to be one day, right? It's going to be like, they said it's going to be over like 5 weeks of So that means yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, because it depends on what day you're doing it on, and then like Brian said earlier, what about weather? You cannot account for the weather in every area. You cannot account for weather in every area. I mean, yo, man, sometimes if the wind blows too hard, man, my internet starts messing up. So you imagine, like,
Ooh.
you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Like, can you imagine? It's like, oh, man, I'm doing so good in this tournament. What was that? Oh, God, it's a typhoon. The very first typhoon in the history of Dallas, Texas, going on right now during my match.
Oh, man.
It's a torrential downpour. I see cats and dogs floating down the street. Oh my God. Oh, and now my internet's messing up. So, you know, it's like.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is some extreme scenarios right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Boy.
Typhoons in Dallas. Hey, I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah. You definitely got a point there.
You guys, I don't know if y'all remember, like, they have the thing where, like, the guy is supposed to save himself, where they say, oh, man, God, why didn't you save me? It's like, well, I sent the helicopter, and I sent the boat, and I sent the people to help you get out before the flood. That's going to be mad people if some crazy weather happens. They were like, yo, man, here's the boat. Come on, we got to get out of here. No, wait, man, I'm in the middle of my match. I can't leave. You know, it's top 8.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to get the
Oh,
winners.
man.
I'm about to get the winners finals, y'all.
Yo, come on, I'll catch up.
Hey,
I'll catch up.
the house is flooding.
3 hours later.
I'm in winners finals. Just give me 5 more minutes, y'all.
3 hours.
Oh, man.
3 hours later, dude's on top on the roof of the house with the TV.
Yeah.
With the Ethernet cable going back and
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
My joystick stuck a little bit.
Oh, fuck, man.
boy had to switch to Wi-Fi.
He's like, I gotta switch to
I got that
Wi-Fi.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
He's like, I gotta switch to Wi-Fi. I might as well just give up.
Right.
After all that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
Forget it. I'll forget it, man. After all this. Damn you, EVO Online 2020.
Hey. Who's disrespecting Spectrum? Hold on, bro.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, bro, because you probably got that AT&T stuff where they throttling your stuff. Hold on. Why you speaking on Spectrum? Because I got Spectrum. And my internet is immaculate. My internet is immaculate.
I mean,
why are you talking about Spectrum, bro?
one thing I can say about Spectrum right now is that they've been really pissing me off lately because there's been a ton of outages recently.
I didn't have any outages.
Well, for my sector, there's been a shit ton of outages every night.
Oh, man.
Every night,
bad,
and it's just happening more and more, and it's starting to piss me off.
Feels
Granted,
bad,
they don't usually have this issue, but until that stuff's rectified, yeah, Spectrum should not be there. But real quick, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. I would say
Let's see.
yeah, Spectrum. Sometimes, like, I mean, I've been throttled by Spectrum, like, real talk, like during my streams before. So it's like it ain't good. It's not good sometimes. Like it's one thing if I'm like playing a game or whatever. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But during a stream, yo, that's rage inducing. It is rage inducing. Oh man. Fight Session says, does it state anywhere that Wi-Fi is not allowed in the competition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Capcom Pro Tour, you cannot be on Wi-Fi.
Oh, they actually said
So
that?
do not go to McDonald's and be playing online for the Capcom Pro Tour. Yes, it does say it.
I would say that in EVO, they kind of sort of like what's a Spectrum, never heard of it? I hope you never do. Like in terms of for Wi-Fi in EVO, I think they in a way they kind of said it without actually saying it when they decided not to have Smash on the main stage for online, because I mean, for most people, a lot of the people don't have that Ethernet connector. I don't. I know I don't. I don't have it. My brother, I think my brother might have it, but I don't know. I don't know who else will have that. I'm not completely sure. Like maybe a bunch of people have it, maybe some people have it, maybe half the people have it, but it's I don't know, man. You would have to they were basically if they were to put Smash in at EVO or any kind of online tournament right now, they'd be like, "Yo, listen, you cannot play on Wi-Fi. Go get that Ethernet adapter." But the thing is, that Ethernet thing should be something that they should have included in from the jump. You know, like there should have been like if you're going to make a dock and you're going to have the HDMI connector, you're going to have the USB-C connector, you're going to have the normal USBs and everything like that for connecting stuff. You probably should have made a little bit more space for an Ethernet connection so people could have wired, so we could have more stable connections. Wi-Fi is cool for handheld or whatever. That's fine, but if you wanted to do something like if you have a dock, I think the dock should have came with you're going to be charging like $300, $400 for a system like that, then yeah, man, you need to have something like that so we can have stable connections. I'll put it this way. One second. Yeah, see, look, they never do it. In any time, they never do it. They always it's like they're always depending on Wi-Fi to save them. Look, I don't see any Ethernet on here. Is there an Ethernet adapter on the Wii U? Doesn't look like it.
It's a glorified 3DS. That's all it was. It's not an actual console. It's a glorified 3DS.
That's the truth.
Like it's a handheld. It's a handheld. Still a handheld, guys.
yeah, that's what the Switch really is.
Like they've been depending on Wi-Fi. Hold on a sec. Look, they're always depending on Wi-Fi to save them. Like they never have any kind of connection for Ethernet. They never do it. They never do it.
Wait, the Wii didn't have an Ethernet connection?
Nope.
That's ridiculous.
Had an adapter.
Wow.
That's an adapter that you had to buy.
That's them milking money. That's just them milking money out of their fan base. But y'all be buying all that Nintendo, so y'all be soaking it up, and that's why they don't change their ways.
To be fair, the same goes for Xbox and PlayStation though as well. It goes for all of them, honestly.
Yeah, but at least they got Ethernet.
Hey, that is true. They do got that.
Yeah, they do.
They definitely do.
Yeah, at least you can play on a wired connection on an Xbox One or a PS4. What was the last time? What was the last time they didn't have Ethernet cables on consoles like that? Because even the PS2 had those.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
The PS2 had one. Final Fantasy 11, Killzone Online, Resident Evil Outbreak.
Yep.
Hell, even the GameCube. Well, that was an adapter. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it an adapter?
Oh,
yeah, it had a broadband adapter. Phantasy Star Online 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Online Episode 2. 1 and 2 anyways. But
I'm like, but then all of a sudden they're like, we don't need those anymore. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Nintendo, man. They're not up on the resolution. They're not up on the internet. They're still. It's Nintendo. They're only feeding back what they're getting from their fans. So until you guys change it by hitting them in their pockets, they're not going to change their ways. That's why I'm still waiting on the Switch Pro, because I'm not buying that trash. Sorry, for $300. It's not worth $300. I'm sorry. And I'm not talking about the games. I'm talking about the quality of the physical product itself that you play it on.
Yeah.
So until they come out with that Switch Pro, I'm not investing money in that. I'm sorry. They could have had better parts, better materials. You charging $300 for some rubber plastic piece of electronics? No, sir. No, sir. Sorry.
Yeah.
They should have put, and then you have a dock. Like, why didn't you just put HDMI on the console itself? Put whatever is the extra power in the dock in the system. There is no point for a dock. That's why we have HDMI. That's why we have DisplayPort. Like, you could have did something with a cable. You could have did all that with the cable. But nah, you want to have a dock, and then people complaining about it. You can buy switches without the dock now. So it was just pointless, really pointless. Yeah. And then the screen is plastic. You didn't even give us Gorilla Glass. You didn't give us glass or something that was stronger. The dock was scratching up the screens. Like, come on now. Come on now.
Hey, you guys want to know,
come on.
like, for people out there, people in and out here, like, who are looking for a good dock replacement, because the thing is, let's be honest. Like, if you have a Switch, you're expecting to be able to travel with it. I know this is kind of going off topic a little bit, but like, you know, if you're expecting to be able to travel with your Switch and not be like, oh man, I want to be able to play it on this TV. Well, better get my dock. Like, you know, like, get my dock here and just find somewhere to put it inside of my luggage so it doesn't get messed up.
Or how about this new technology called casting? Cell phones can cast the TVs. Why couldn't you have got with the company that created it and be like, hey, we need a strong version for the Switch just and have an option? It's like, no, you want to be stuck in 1995 and make some accessories so people can connect to TVs and stuff when cell phones can do it without cables. Yeah. So it's just, I just don't get Nintendo. Like, they're just too stuck in the past. Yeah. It's like, get with the times. Technology is changing. Like, why do you insist on not, you know, getting with the times on technology? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the deal is, like, if you're looking for if you have a Switch and you don't particularly like your dock, then me personally, what I use, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I use one of these. This is a high-ear cool, USB,
USB-C adapter.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's kind of it's a USB-C adapter, but then it's got like all this extra stuff on it. It's got like, you know what I'm talking, but Brian, you know, it's got.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's got like 2 USB slots on it. It's got like a SD. It's got a micro USB, and then it also has an HDMI port on it. So,
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So you basically just it also has like so it plugs into like the bottom, like into the point to like the bottom of your Switch, and then, you know, there's also another USB slot in there. So the only thing is one of my buddies told me that if you're going to do this, you have to have like a what do you call that, a legit Nintendo adapter is what I heard. That's what I heard. Otherwise, it might overheat or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, like, you just plug that in and then plug in the HDMI and it works just like anything else. The only problem is it does not work with the ones that don't come with the dock. So that's pretty much the only real issue.
What's it called? I mean, a few issues with the argument on the Switch, though. Casting is pretty shitty technology, especially if we have shitty Wi-Fi between the two. It can dip out just like that, just like any other Wi-Fi connection can. It's still going over radio waves, all that shit. So, casting is pretty shit. I do agree that the dock is absolute trash, though. They could have done a whole lot better. I hate the design of the dock. It's flimsy, scratches the screen, like you said. It's very unnecessary, especially how they have pretty much the encasing for the HDMI adapter as well as the power adapter where it plugs in through the back. Then you essentially cover it over. It's pretty shit. Hands down, it's shit. But at least I can bring it with me anywhere. Well, the handheld console part of it anyways. So, I mean, for the most part, they're going for something that's seamlessly transitioned between where not only could you play it on the TV, but you could play it with you on the go, which it has very good uses, especially on break at work, which me and my coworkers have done plenty of times playing Smash on break and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say it's a complete failure of a console. It did better than the Wii U and the Wii, if I recall correctly. But
Let's address some of the questions. Fight sessions, like original question was, "What's a Spectrum?" Never heard of it. It's basically, because I think the Spectrum ate up Time Warner Cable, right? Like that used to be like,
Yeah.
it ate up Time Warner Cable and Bright House, like a whole bunch of different internet companies around the country were all eaten up by Spectrum. So they're all under the same Spectrum umbrella. Because I remember I had Earthlink, and then Earthlink was under Time Warner, and in order to get better internet than what I had, which is definitely what I wanted, I had to upgrade past that, and I had to go into Time Warner. And then, of course, when Time Warner got eaten up by Spectrum, I was grandfathered in from Time Warner to Spectrum. So yeah, they're like, Spectrum is basically just like it's an internet company that has varying results for different people. Because sometimes Spectrum will be great, sometimes Spectrum will be on point, but sometimes Spectrum will completely let you down. But I think that's the same for a lot of internet companies. It's like sometimes they'll be really good, sometimes they'll be freaking terrible. I mean, what are you gonna do? As far as the what's called thing for EVO Online, I don't know if they stated like explicitly not to use Wi-Fi. I just feel like by not including Smash and knowing that most people aren't going to have the Ethernet adapter, they're saying, yeah, we're not really trying to mess with Wi-Fi in this tournament. I think that was kind of they were stating it without actually stating it. I mean,
it's implied. Yeah.
And also, Skullgirls does have a Wi-Fi indicator.
Oh, it does. I didn't know.
Yes,
that.
That's awesome.
They just actually updated that.
Wow.
Is that on all platforms?
Yes, that was a patch they put in.
That's
okay.
awesome.
Okay, I need to update it.
Yeah. So there will be a way to indicate Wi-Fi for Skullgirls, so that's going to give them a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Capcom. Everyone else, you can learn a thing or two.
Oh yeah, they definitely need to be in session for like a school session for this EVO 2020 for as far as netcode goes.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no excuse for them having the netcode that they have.
Well, to me, it's pretty funny is that most of these, big companies for fighting games do absolutely shit quality of life stuff, but it's the smaller ones that are doing the stuff that people actually like half the time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's not boding too well for the big guys, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's okay. They can wait to 2021 when a Riot comes along and just takes it all.
Ooh.
They can just wait.
Oh God, fuck Riot.
Oh, shots fired. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Sorry, that's the League of that's the League of Legends player in me talking. I'm sorry. I hate Riot. It's a big love-hate relationship. Mainly hate though. So not too big on Riot Games, man.
I don't know. That fighting game they come out with, I guarantee you that's going to be on point as far as netcode.
Well, hopefully it is, and hopefully they're not just going to copy-paste a bunch of characters like they were doing with Valorant and the map layouts.
Shots fired again.
Yeah. I can tell Brian.
Shout out to Tencent Games. They jumped from Blizzard and they went to Riot.
Oh man, yeah, I'm on your side now, Brian. When you talk about Activision, I'm a StarCraft player.
Oh boy.
Oh, don't get me started on Activision.
Yeah, Activision.
Yo, this is a kind of a side issue, right? But you know what StarCraft character I was thinking about a couple days ago? Freaking Arcturus Minsk.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow, I'm about to turn this into a StarCraft show.
Real quick. You remember in StarCraft when like the thing or the mission where you have Kerrigan and you got to get the beacon and then like Kerrigan's like, "Oh, come pick me up," and he's like, "Nah, we're good." Like we're out. And Rainer's like, "What?" And then it's like, "Yeah, man."
Wow.
And Rainer's pissed off afterwards, like, "What do you think you're doing, man?" And he's like, yo, man. He comes, and the thing is, he comes into transmissions like, "Hey guys, we did such a great job. We're sowing the seeds of a new empire." And then Rainer's like, "Man, to hell with your empire." And he's like, "Don't you talk like that to me."
got excited. I'm not gonna lie when he did.
Man.
To be like that. Remember that? Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
will not be stopped
those were the
by
good
you
days.
or the Confederates or the Protoss or anyone. I will rule this sector or see it burn to ashes around me. I was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shout out to the
okay.
classics.
Those were the good days, Evan. Boy, if they ever come out with StarCraft 3, I'm selling all my FGC stuff.
bro,
Oh.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I feel like getting like StarCraft remastered right now. I was about to get it. I was
I'll be
going to
right
get
back,
it.
guys.
Oh, man.
Alrighty.
Oh,
No,
man.
you're right. Yeah,
If I recall correctly,
I wish Activision never existed, because if it just go back to the way Blizzard used to be, we would have StarCraft 3, Evan.
Yep, and
We would have it. We would have had it by now.
We'd have
was it
StarCraft 3.
Warcraft Remastered kind of ooh. Poor Warcraft, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they don't treat it with the respect.
Activision now, it's not Blizzard no more, so there's no reason to go to BlizzCon now.
Is there no reason to go to BlizzCon?
Well, I mean, I don't.
That was a dream once upon a time.
Fair enough on that.
What was that, Brian?
Said fair enough on that. I mean, honestly, I was gonna say there's really not much of a reason to go to begin with at this point, but you've
there's not.
covered that.
No more. Yeah, there's no reason to go to BlizzCon right now. Now, when they were coming with the expansions, there was, but now that they just basically said, we don't care anymore.
As much as I hate Blizzard, there's literally only one game that they have over me, and that's Diablo. I love Diablo, man.
Yeah, Diablo's a good game.
Absolutely love Diablo, which is why I'm excited for 4, because it looks nice, and I hope they don't trash it, because that could be a redeeming point. What's up?
Is there a release date?
No release date yet, but they actually did show some gameplay. They showed a little bit of gameplay not too long ago, if I recall. They what's it called? Revealed a few of the classes. I know one, I think, is like Shaman, maybe, I think is what it was. But they did a quick, short teaser reveal, if I recall correctly, not too long ago. The maps look absolutely amazing. The graphics are great. I'm just excited to see what it's going to be like. As for the meme Diablo Immortal, I know people aren't happy with it, but Diablo on mobile and on the go, I'm not completely against it. I'm just against how they delivered it.
They love mobile games now. Oh, they're so into mobile and on-the-go games now. Blizzard has just turned into a mobile gaming company almost.
And I have nothing against it, honestly. There's some good mobile games out there, and I mean...
Yeah, I do. I just think they're taking the easy route a little bit because, like, Overwatch, I don't know if you guys know, Overwatch is never supposed to be as big as it got.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that's the reason, I don't know if you know, Evan, that's the reason that StarCraft 3 was never made.
What? Because of Overwatch? Bro.
The success of Overwatch.
Bro, it doesn't make any sense. Why it's like, well, if this game succeeds, we're not going to make this other game. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It made so much money. That's why that game, took over like it did. And then, because StarCraft 3 was in the can, to come out after Overwatch, as far as in development.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when Overwatch just made the money it did and got as popular and mainstream, that's why. But luckily, Overwatch is on its way out.
Yep. They suck at balancing their own game, much like League of Legends. And essentially, the community is just going to wear itself out and finally decide that.
You didn't hear about the Vancouver Titans, Brian?
I did not.
A whole team this week.
They fired a whole team?
Yep.
Oh, man. What happened with that?
Oh, they said mismanagement, just like you said. The staff.
Whoa.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Well, what I can say about that, though, is nothing of value is lost. There's still time about Overwatch 2, but I think it's going to be just as much.
No, it's not going to happen because Valorant is going to take it out. And also, they thought that they could have, they thought that they could just do teams. We're not there yet. They're trying to do an NBA, model or a sports league model. That's not going to happen. Just like the Dallas Fuel and all that. That's not going to happen. I don't think that we are at a point where we can have teams in America like that. And they thought that could succeed, because most of the players aren't even from America.
True.
That's the thing about it. So what's going on right now? I don't know if you guys have thought about this because of the COVID situation. A lot of the players in Overwatch League are having visa issues.
Same goes with League of Legends and all the other ones.
Exactly. Because of what's going on around the world. And now it's kind of collapsing upon itself. If you're going to have a Dallas team, a San Francisco team, a Philadelphia team, you need to have players from those cities because people don't realize how many visas they have to give out in order for players to come over to America.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's players still here and they're having to like renew their stuff or whatever?
And there's a lot of issues because politics gets involved. Because of what's going on with the coronavirus, where it started in China, there's a lot of politics. People don't realize that in order to get visas, that the countries have to be on the same page.
This is true.
Oh man.
Yeah. And the coronavirus is having a lot of effects in the gaming community because there's so many players that have issues as far as renewing their visas right now.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So there's a lot of politics. People don't know that. There's a whole lot of politics involved in allowing players to come from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yep. So that's why Valorant right now is looking like it's going to really take over because they're just basically giving. That's why it's genius. I don't know if you guys know. I know you know, Evan, that they make you stream the game in the beta. So now they are just taking over and just, really have a really great game plan as far as how they're executing it coming out in the summertime.
Right.
And now Overwatch is really panicking because they can't have any matches right now. They can't have anything. And a lot of their players are from Asia. Like the majority. Am I right, Brian? I think the majority of the players are from Asia that come over here to play.
Yeah, Asia, and I think there's actually a lot of Russian players and a lot of, I think, Polish.
Yeah.
Like that region and whatnot.
Because I know one of the Vancouver Titan players, Brian, went back to Shanghai. Because they have a team in Shanghai. So, but I don't know long-term how Overwatch is going to do as far as the teams that are in America when most of the players aren't from America.
Yeah.
They don't want to play those games online? Those are in the genre of games that are played online.
But the thing is that they were transitioning to having online in-person events in big stadiums. Like it was going well before the COVID situation. A lot of their events were online or were in person. Like the Allen Event Center, they had an event earlier before COVID happened this year, like in January, February.
Wow.
Yep. So now they're having problems with, like I said, they're having problems with all the players not being American but they were on visas over here for a season. You know? And normally it would be no problem renewing visas. But now that the relations with China are not on good terms, and with Asia, there's a lot of rocky, relationships right now as far as politically.
Jeez.
Yep.
That's a darn shame. That should have nothing to do with the gaming people.
Oh, when it comes to that dollar bill, it did.
Yeah, for real. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Dollar bill.
Yep, because a lot of that stuff is a lot of wink, wink, nudge, nudge type stuff as far as allowing certain people in and certain people out.
Yep.
Same thing in sports.
Well, they just need to expose it then.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. It definitely does, but it's only so much you can do. So yeah, it's really like right now, kind of like Evan said, just chill out. There's a whole lot of stuff right now going on. You need to chill out because
just cool out, man.
Yeah, there's certain communities that we don't know what they're going to look like as far as gaming after this. We really don't know, and that goes for the FTC also. We don't know if they're going to allow certain players into the United States, unfortunately, after this.
Yeah.
Because of all the politics.
It's gonna be a while.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a while, and there's gonna be a lot of games that are gonna lose a lot of money on their esports leagues because of the whole COVID situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I can say is that the gaming community as a whole, even with all of its, I guess, people and whatnot, they're actually very resourceful. I'm sure we'll come up with something, honestly.
Oh yeah, I think they'll bounce back eventually.
Yeah, with the whole, what's it called? The show must go on sort of stuff. I'm sure we'll figure something out with, once all the guidelines and stuff are figured out or whatever, what's going on, they'll find some way to get it going. So,
yeah, man.
A lot of other things could learn a bit from the gaming community in regards to that.
No, I agree with you on that. I think it'll bounce back. Gaming community luckily is very resilient when it comes to
Oh yeah, we survived political attacks and a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
That's the beauty of it.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. I think we're gonna go to war.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to war after all this is done.
Never
Oh
know.
man, good thing I'm old.
What?
He's like, good thing. I'm
Shoot. You didn't hear?
No.
They extended the age for
Oh,
going to the military. They extended it. You didn't hear about that?
Did.
I gotta leave a legacy.
Oh, okay. You gonna leave a legacy on the front line?
That's one way.
Shoot, that family name, boy.
Secret Swim, right? Secret Swim.
Private Greer. Private Greer.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man. Can I be a cook or something? Can I be a cook?
Huh?
Can I be a cook?
Nah, you can't be that. Nah.
I mean, you can be a cook.
Get on the line.
You can cook this M16 on the front line. You can cook your MRA on the front line.
I mean, you can be a cook if you want, but better not hear any stories like.
Yeah, you want me to be a lot of things. Yeah, you gonna cook on the go when bullets are flying.
Oh man.
Oh no, that's a good. He said, "Here's your musket and get on the line."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a gun that's as old as you are. So here you go. Here's a musket. There you go.
Yeah, here's a musket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, man.
Shit, just
Just
have
a
EVO
just a
worldwide. Settle it in fighting game brackets. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Skip the bloodshed.
Dude, I thought about that too, man. I was like, you know what? What if they did settle their differences in like some online gaming or even in-person gaming? Bro.
Your job is
no.
you know.
Oh no. We'd have to recruit first. We have to get Daigo and Taquito over here. They are American.
Bonchan, we need you.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and recruit them.
I'm like, no, man.
Arts with Ash, you're American.
Hey, Justin Wong, you gotta put that baby down. Forget cooking right now.
Justin Wong has a
We
child?
need you. We need you. Huh?
Wait, Justin Wong has a child?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And married.
Oh, weren't you the one that didn't believe me? I think it was you that didn't believe me. Somebody didn't believe me.
No, it didn't believe. I just never heard this actually.
Yeah, he been done had a kid, married and all that.
Yeah.
He got married pretty
Yeah.
recently, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
good on him.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Hey, good on him. Congrats if you watch this for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's getting old.
Oh, even Knuckle Dude, he got a baby newborn now.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Young Knuckle Dude.
Young Knuckle.
Yeah.
Be a dad now.
Knuckle Dude Jr.
Yep. That boy is a father.
All right, let's.
You know, I'm kind of curious as to like, are their kids gonna pick up fighting games and are they gonna be beasts at it?
Probably. I mean, if they decide to. This issue is in their DNA now.
That'd be crazy to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. All right, guys.
All day.
I'm gonna move on to like the next topic we got here. Well, one of our last ones. It's once again, did Microsoft lie about Xbox Series X performance?
Uh-oh.
Boy.
All of them embellish their performances.